Now, you think that this is the end of the copyright fiascos on YouTube. Oh, no. You think that's it with the copyright fiascos? Oh, you absolute buffoon. You think getting 150 videos taken down was a lot? Well. Imagine getting 3,500 video takedowns in a single week. Because that's a thing that happened. I don't know what's been going on recently. YouTube's been going nuts. They've been going crazy. Let's get into the dark ass track of the YouTube copyright system.
I know it's often hard to feel special or unique in this world full of so many people.
True.
But what if I told you that you, asshole,
Me!
are actually part of history right now?
Let's go!
You are a small
Let's freaking
footnote
go!
in what I believe to be an unbeatable world record that was just set that will stand the test of time forever.
That's what he said about totally not marketing 150 videos taken down, so I don't know. You really put your asshole in your mouth there, Charles.
In 50 years from now, you'll be able to look back on this and tell your grandkids exactly where you were on this day.
Alright, where am I? I am streaming at 5 in the morning because a good friend of mine's YouTube channel just got deleted. Okay, good. I'm really happy I'm remembering this one. Yeah, definitely want to remember this moment.
I've made this bold claim before, back when I proudly proclaimed that I had an unbeatable world record in Mr. Krabs' overdoses on ketamine and dies speedrunning, and I may have been wrong there, but history never repeats itself. This time I'm not wrong. A YouTuber named Gilva has been crowned champion of YouTube copyright takedown requests.
Let's go!
Nintendo used him like a fleshlight. He set the undisputed record of most videos taken down in a single week,
Impressive.
blowing the asshole off of the previous world record. Gilva over the last week had 3,500 of his videos taken down by Nintendo.
Dude,
Our
not
good friends
fair.
at Nintendo. I swear to God, my jaw always hits the floor anytime I see them use the internet in any capacity. It blows me away that they even know what it is at this point with how awful Nintendo Online is.
Dude, they're so bad. I hate Nintendo so much. It's unbelievable. Like, I love Pokemon so much, but I hate Nintendo so much.
No doubt they're still using dial-up, and what makes this even more impressive to me is how confident I am in saying that this was not an automated process. Normally you'd see this and be like, oh, Nintendo just used a bot and took down all of this copyrighted material. But I just don't believe that's the case with Nintendo. They're probably afraid of bots. They probably think they're gonna get their shit hacked. Like the bot's gonna tap into their digital alarm clock game.
Bro, Nintendo is the only company that's worse than Facebook. Every time they go out there to video copyright take down some poor YouTuber's video, they kiss their shungite rock on the way. They rub their butthole, pray to Satan a little bit.
In sentience and steal their souls or something. So I truly believe they just had some unpaid interns manually go through 3,500 of Gilva videos and go through the tedious, laborious process of filing the copyright takedowns manually on each of them. And 3,500 takedowns is absolutely absurd. That is such a fucking crazy amount.
It's not fair.
If you ate a single M&M for each takedown here, you'd be diabetic by the end of it. It's fucking wild. Now, what was Gilva's content that elicited such a response from Nintendo? Gilva is a channel that re-uploaded Nintendo music because Nintendo themselves doesn't officially publish it anywhere that I can find. It's
so this wasn't actually transformative content. Wait, hold up, wait. I'm roasting Nintendo for 2.5 minutes. Wait, is it? Nintendo's if they're just re-uploading Nintendo music, it's completely within Nintendo's right to take it down. I don't want to be the dissenting opinion, but wait, what?
Spotify, and they don't release it digitally anywhere, at least not from what I've been able to find or what I've been able to pick up from the community. So they have YouTubers that do it for them, but not official YouTubers, just fans of Nintendo properties will take and upload video game soundtrack from Nintendo properties and post it on YouTube so that way people can listen to it and enjoy it without having to fire up the Nintendo Switch, plug their headphones into it, and walk around with
Wait, hold up. Chat, okay, let's make something clear here, okay? I am not arguing that copyright law is fair. Copyright law is ass. However, copyright law exists. That's all I'm saying, okay? Yeah, they're massive assholes for not releasing their songs anywhere and making you need to pay extra to download the same game on other platforms and not being able to emulate and all that, okay? Right. These things are really assholey about Nintendo. I'm not denying it at all, okay? It's disgusting that Nintendo doesn't do that. They're gross. However, it is their IP, so they're within their technical legal rights to do that. I'm just saying, there's a big difference between legal and moral. These are two completely separate things that never the twain shall meet. Well, maybe not never, but rare the twixt shall... Whatever, you understand.
Switch in their pocket just to listen to their favorite Smash Bros. Song, which is obviously impractical, and that's still not even a real solution because the Switch will turn itself off after a certain amount of time, so you'd have to just like keep playing the game to keep hearing the music.
Just saying, really cringe opinion, Nintendo Switch sucks. I'm just saying, the Switch is terrible. I hate the Switch.
So the only way that Nintendo fans can enjoy the soundtracks is from channels like Sunner. And so Nintendo is just too fucking lazy and out of touch to do it for themselves, so fans took the responsibility and uploaded it so that way people could enjoy it. And the music slaps. Nintendo music has always slapped. But Nintendo's finally starting to strike back, and they targeted Sunner first.
Nintendo Strikes Back, the 17th Star Wars movie.
I don't know if he was necessarily the biggest channel for it, but they came at him with the condom off. They stretched his ass out. There was no mercy here at WrestleMania. Nintendo went wild. So the thing is, Nintendo is completely within their right to do this. This is their property. They can defend it however they like, and they always do. You see them millions of times taking down fan projects. That's no surprise that they've done this.
They stop like Super Smash Bros. Melee tournaments, right? Like Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament for the community, blah, 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 blah. Oh, let's just stop that from happening because we want Smash Ultimate to be the only thing that people talk about. Technically, they are within their rights to do these things, even though they're assholes. So this is a completely different situation than the Totally Not Mark one, okay? Totally Not Mark, they were not within their rights to take his videos down via copyright because it was transformative content. The same cannot be said for Nintendo taking this down. They are within their rights to take these videos down, despite being assholes.
But it's really super scummy to think about it when there's no alternative, right? Like, if Nintendo had an official release for their soundtracks, or like their soundtracks were on Spotify and other places, then yeah, obviously taking down channels like this makes sense, because why not just go to the official source? Why bother with the re-uploads from someone else that's not affiliated with it?
True,
but
it's
Nintendo
scummy.
took this shit down, and there is no alternative, so it's just buried now. Now you have to, like, let's say you're at a party and you're like, hey guys, let's listen to Luigi's Mansion soundtrack. You know, you can't just be like, pass me the aux cord. It's going to be like, all right, pass me the GameCube so I can set it up and fire up Luigi's Mansion and listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
There's no other, like, official way of listening to
They're
Nintendo
horrible.
property.
They're out of
music,
touch.
other than the YouTubers who are re-uploading it, which is illegal, of course. Nintendo can take it down, but I don't see why they do when they don't upload the official soundtrack themselves. Like, if they were going to start uploading the music themselves, then sure. Take that shit down. And I'm sure even the channels will be like, hey, that's fine because we can't even monetize it anyway. It's not like it affects them that much. So it is pretty shitty if you ask me. Of course, it is fully within their right to do so, but they don't have an official way of listening to this music. Nintendo refuses to release it, and they've never fucking bothered. So why even target the people that are just uploading it as fans? They're not making money off it.
The age-old argument, legality versus morality, coming to spread its butthole upon the world once again.
Stealing customers from Nintendo. These fucking fossils that run Nintendo always surprise me with just how silly their decisions are. They are truly against fun. And they're just so behind the times, it's laughable.
I'm not gonna lie, Japanese companies are so stupid when it comes to the modern internet age. Like, they're so bad. I don't get it at all. It's like, I've been saying this for years, like, all the way back since they never made, like, No Game, No Life Season 2. Like, since 2014, I've been talking about how terrible Japanese companies are like this. Nintendo with their soundtracks, Toei Animation. Do you realize that making reviews of Dragon Ball literally makes more people want to watch Dragon Ball? Like, the reason why anime is popular in the West is because of the few fringe content creators that started actually talking about anime in the West that got it to get popular. It's so dumb.
Again, look no further than Nintendo Online. I will always take every opportunity imaginable to warn people about Nintendo Online. I'm like one of those doomsday people that stand on the side of the road like, the end is coming, buy my eucalyptus oil or whatever. You know, it is really that bad. I will always take every chance I can to drop my pants and plant a little stinker sprinkler right on the Nintendo Online service and talk about how shitty it is. Yes. You are paying for the worst online service in the business. It is a joke. And Nintendo charging for it is nothing shy of Nintendo spitting in your face. It is downright unusable on certain games. It's so fucking garbage. And Nintendo doesn't care. They don't improve it. They don't bother.
I don't understand.
Pathetic. You're better off trying to like fucking Wi-Fi battle with your friends while you're both stealing internet from a local McDonald's that happens to be dilapidated while during a thunderstorm. Like, that's the kind of service you get when using Nintendo Online. It is trash. And they don't do anything about it, and they still charge you money for it. Instead, they focus their attention elsewhere, like striking down YouTube channels that are just re-uploading their most popular songs that they themselves refuse to publish anywhere. Bro, Nintendo could easily sell these soundtracks and make a killing off it, but they don't.
They should. And they should just sell them on iTunes, right? Just something like that. I don't know. Just sell them, bro. I don't know. I don't want to get into like a very deep philosophical discussion right now here, but I do believe a lot of it is based on this. Okay, this is going to be way too complicated for a stream at 6 a.m. But anyway, the mentality of protecting your IP from other people abusing it makes sense to a certain degree. However, protecting your IP just because it's yours is gross. To try to give you an example of what I'm referring to, imagine you have food that you're not gonna eat. You can A, throw the food in the trash. B, give the food to someone who's homeless and starving. Nintendo optimally take path one. Okay? They will rather throw out the food than give it to someone hungry. Because it's their food. And that's what they do all the time. IPs don't spoil, food does. That is a really terrible analogy. First of all, IPs do spoil. Okay, there's after a certain amount of years, the copyright does let up on that IP. And I'm talking about instantaneously, dude. I'm not talking about, yes, I can leave the food in my fridge for 14 years, and then that it's disgusting, I will throw it out. That's what all restaurants do. Okay, but it's gross. This is even worse. They don't even need to go give this food to people. Okay? This is just letting people eat it themselves. Like, what? It makes no sense. It's so dumb. It's not just dumb. It's borderline cruel. It's cruel. It's cruel.
It's the fear of what if the music gets stolen or some shit. I really can't wrap my head around why they choose not to.
It's a philosophical thing. It's a work for what you have mentality. That I worked for this, so it's mine, so no one else should have enjoyment from it because it is mine, and it is mine. The end. And it's kind of gross.
But I wanted to talk about this because 3,500 videos being taken down is massive. And the channel still has about 6,400 videos still up. So that number...
For now!
They could still get pumped up a little bit.
Maybe.
Nintendo may only just be getting.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the interns needed to take a break, or maybe they had to, go to the hospital after.
Dude, and there's some building in Japan, big Nintendo HQ. There's a whole room of like 400 cubicles. Copyright. They just claim 3,500 videos separately.
Their work exhaustion. They're just going to have to get another wave in for more takedowns. We could see that.
Muda says Nintendo would block all their games from Twitch if they can. Bro, Twitch is the Wild West, okay? Copyrights just flings off Twitch until Twitch gets a massive lawsuit. That's just how it's gonna happen, okay? But I don't want to say any names or snitch or anything, but people have watched Avatar and Death Note and Naruto and like everything. Big streamers. Dude, big streamers just react to shiz on on freaking Twitch. Because Twitch doesn't have a copyright system, so no one can do anything about it until Twitch gets sued. I mean, it would be hilarious if Toei Animation sees some YouTuber reacting to One Piece or Dragon Ball, and then Toei just directly sues Twitch. Oh my god, the chaos. I would enjoy it. Not even gonna lie, I would enjoy it. Either Twitch or Toei, who are both asshole companies, would get put in their place. I would enjoy it on the sidelines. Oh my god. And I stream here, okay? I stream on Twitch, so, I mean, but still, it would be kind of funny, not gonna lie.
The number really fucking blow up soon. Like, it's 3,500 now, but it still has the potential to almost get to that 10K mark.
That would be crazy.
So we'll have to wait and see, but it's something I wanted to talk about. It's not surprising to see. Nintendo has always been ruthless with the way it handles its copyright enforcement. Yeah. They are more fucking vicious than Viacom. And they're so out of touch that sometimes they forget that time zones exist. I remember when Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity came out, the game released a little early in places like Australia because they were a little ahead, so they had the game a bit early. So people started streaming Age of Calamity, and Nintendo struck them down and had their channels banned because they didn't understand how time zones worked.
Yeah, they're cool like that.
You know, if you're going to do anything Nintendo related, like post video.
Bro, these guys, they come up with some great games and great ideas. And they're like, holy moly, they freaking go beyond the bar. They're geniuses. They have like 17,000 IQ. Oh yeah, time zones are a thing. Well, maybe they're not actually hacking. They're hacking us. They got our game. Yeah, okay. Or they're just in a different time zone. All right, Nintendo.
Videos about it or content around Nintendo, just be careful. So yeah, I obviously feel really bad for Gilvasunner here, who put so many years of work into this. I believe it was 11 years worth of re-uploading soundtrack from their favorite titles completely for free, making $0 off it, spending a ton of time on this channel, only for Nintendo to come in here and take it all down without even offering an alternative. So now that music is just gone.
Welcome to Japanese companies, baby. And it's not just Japanese companies, obviously. Corporations just don't care about people. I think that the whole like community outlook in Japan when it comes to copyright is different. So Japanese companies can get away with much more just because people view IP differently in Japan than they do here. Like, for example, fair use isn't even a defense that exists in Japan. That's pretty cringe. American companies are bad too. I've beefed with plenty an American company that was completely in the wrong. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam!